Yeah, you know what? I mean, Capcom. I'm a Capcom fan. All day. I think for years between like said, just growing up in the arcades, Street Fighter, and then like we were talking about Mega Man series, Resident Evil, Okami, Beautiful Joe. I'm probably forgetting some other hits. They just do a lot. They do a lot more right for me than wrong in a time where I don't play very many video games anymore. I mean, they made what Suicide Squad free for for PlayStation, Xbox, or for the
They
most no
did.
for play, yeah for PlayStation,
Wow.
and I'm like, I don't
Oh
care.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
That's crazy.
but now they're saying it wasn't canon as far as them whacking the Justice League. So
Of course. I feel like DC's having a field day with canon right now because of like, especially when it's like stuff outside of the comic. I feel like the comics right now with the whole I forgot the name of the run that they have.
The
yeah,
Absolute.
absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like with the Absolute run, DC's doing cool stuff right there.
It's so good.
I haven't got into them unfortunately yet, but because of
Please
like just
do.
seeing Absolute Batman, I was like, I need to see why is his bat symbol a brick with spikes? I need to know what's going on.
It's
Bro.
it literally. We just talked about it. It's an axe.
It's an axe. Yeah, he
Yes.
takes it off. He takes it off like this. He pops it on, and he's just cutting people.
I need to read this. I need to
Bro,
read this.
I just was watching Comics Explained today about the third chapter of Absolute Superman, and it
Yes.
was like the origin story. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, it's they so to get you up to speed, Dante, so like, so the Absolute series right now, it's like their version of Marvel has the Ultimates, where like they have an alternate universe than the main continuity of stuff. So basically
Yeah.
they're doing a different take. So, I feel like DC just sort of came out of nowhere with this. So Batman, like Sean said, first of all, he's Zangief from Street Fighter. like he's
big.
yeah,
He's a big boy.
like he's getting
He's
all
disgustingly big.
yeah, like
Yeah.
dude, just
He's like 6'6",
yeah,
250.
250.
Yeah, he
Um,
busting out that suit, bro.
bro, like we were
That suit don't
saying,
even make sense.
we were
What? Why? Like,
we were
he's Zangief.
saying, if he's that big, how big does Bane need to be?
Seriously.
Honestly, at this point, they can go toe to toe.
Yeah, he's freaking Gojira. He's got to be
Yeah.
Godzilla at this point.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. So it's gonna be like Bane's gonna be a Gundam. I'm calling it right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Bane's
Oh yeah,
gonna
has
be a
to
Gundam.
be. Has to be.
It makes
Either
sense.
that or he's like some dude in some crazy what's the name of that the crazy super steampunk racing movie
Flick.
I know Furiosa.
Oh, Mad Max.
Mad
Yeah,
Max.
like some Mad Max-esque
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something
This
like
guy-
that. It's either one or the other.
Yeah,
Because like
no.
isn't he like
that-
also a
that man is
construction worker or
ridiculous.
something?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's like
he's
an
a
engineer.
he's a sanitation engineer. But like the crazy thing is, I don't want to spoil anything. Like he's so smart.
Yeah.
Still.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Keep going.
Yeah, like he's so smart still that he can still have that mind that Bruce Wayne, like normal Bruce Wayne has. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
cool.
he's like sanitation, but he uses it to his advantage. It's not like he's just a dumb brute. Like he's a dumb,
Yeah.
he's like a big dumb muscly guy who's just like, oh, I want revenge. You know what I mean? Like the dude still is smart, like crazy. And he's
I
putting
mess with
together
that.
all these things, and he's using all of his weapons the same way. He's also like his ability for fighting is still so good, like his fighting IQ and everything. He's wild.
Oh nah.
Like I don't know who would win if like give him prep time and then give other Batman prep time. I don't know who's
Yeah.
coming out.
And,
I'm not gonna hold you, but I bet money that the absolute Batman gonna be an original Batman.
Oh, like that's what, like imagine Batman. No. Hold on. Let's just say Batman's right. We got Absolute Batman versus um Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Oh gosh, that's
Oh
it's a
That
bad
god.
day for that guy.
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
It's a bad day.
yeah.
It's a bad day.
When
Yeah.
what's his name? Who plays him? I can't think of his name now.
Christian
Yo,
Bale.
Christian
yeah,
Bale.
Christian
When
Bale.
Christian
Yeah,
Bale
yeah.
comes through with the and then you just see him
Yeah,
grab his face and just chuck him.
dude, just get out of
Yeah.
here. No, I
'Cause I-
mean like he's got the axe, his
Yeah.
his I don't know what to call it, his
Oh,
horn,
his ears, the
ears.
ears from
Thank
the
you.
bat, they're knives, they're
They're
daggers.
knives. Yeah,
So he
they're
pulls them
knives.
off. He pulls them off like this, and they're full on knives. The
Yeah,
dude is like stabbing people.
and his cape. It's hard to describe. His
It's
cape
not really a
can.
cape.
Yeah, it's best way. It's bulletproof. I mean, he can close himself, and guys are shooting at him, and it's bulletproof. But then he can almost throw his cape without it leaving him.
Yeah.
It's you get you
Yeah,
oh,
it's
just
like
read
he's
it.
it
You know,
like it
small.
wraps. It goes like down the arms. So when he
yes,
like moves his arms, it's there, and he like goes forward, and the thing like stabs through stuff. But if you think about it, like have have you ever like held an actual like sword, like a broadsword?
Not a I've held
no,
a katana, but that's
Okay,
it.
so you know how there you can have like the difference between I don't know like a fake katana and then you have like a real one that thing's kind of heavy, especially if you're holding it with one arm and you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
swing. And in the animes, they make it look easy, like the dudes are like flipping around the swords. But if you actually try to cut somebody with like a single arm like slice,
That
it's not
shit's
gonna work.
hard.
You
Yeah.
need two hands like straight focus.
right.
Imagine how heavy that gigantic axe piece has to be on his chest
Oh,
that he pulls
yeah.
off with his hand and sticks on a rod and proceeds to slice people. How? Like like you know how heavy that has to be. Like imagine like a steel piece of metal just stuck to your chest. That's probably like that thick.
No wonder
Yeah,
he's so big.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, it
That's
makes
exactly it.
sense. If
Yes,
there
it
is an
makes sense.
Alfred in that universe, I'm sure he's just like,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
there is. He's basically Captain Price from Call of Duty
oh
because
my
he's
god. No
yeah,
yeah
wonder.
yeah.
he's
He
No,
probably
Captain
told
Price.
Batman, he's like, you
yeah,
need to be this big
yeah.
to do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta read it. You gotta read it. It's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Nah,
Superman is
this
it's
was
good.
super convincing. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I feel like the DCU is just like in a spot where, especially when James Gunn was just laughing at the thought of canon.
Yeah.
I think right now we're at the point of like he's just gonna make good movies, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like I at this point I don't even know if the next whatever DC movie they make next is gonna even fall into the same universe as the current Superman movie. I feel like now
Yeah.
I'm just like let me just take what they do one step at a time,
I
and then
think
we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
it's completely separate.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
think he's like completely leaving. I know, like he said, like the past DCEU is done. Like
yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
not even like apparently Peacemaker is like soft canon, what he
Hmm.
calls it. Like
Hmm.
it's not canon, but it can be canon, but not really because the past Justice League showed up in his
yeah.
series.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's weird the way, but like it's I know, like I feel like, and I think a lot of fans also kind of have the same consensus, is where it's like it's nobody's fault but the execs. Like
Yeah,
they put
Yeah.
themselves in a spot where now we're in a where we have a universe where there is everything's broken, nothing makes
Yeah.
sense.
yeah.
But it's the Batman canon. We don't know. We know that
Yeah.
Matt Reeves and James Gunn are talking to each other,
Well,
but we
Yeah.
don't know if the
did you guys
Batman.
see that? Did you guys see the thing that happened with Captain Creature Commando?
Oh,
Nah.
Batman.
Yeah, so Creature Commando, the series that was, I guess, written by James Gunn, that show on Max is canon to
Okay,
the
cool.
DCCU, and we get a snippet of Batman, just like in his shadow. That
Yep.
Batman is the canon Batman for the actual DCCU. So even though we don't fully see him, we get like a silhouette of how he's built, and dude looks like he's
Yo,
massive.
he's absolute Batman thick.
I'm thinking
Oh
they're
shit.
gonna go with the Batman that's not grounded. Like you can't
Mm.
because
Mm.
from the commercial that we or from the trailer we saw of Superman and how we've got Hawk Girl already. No. What was it? Hawk Girl or was it?
Yeah, we got Hawk
Okay,
Girl, got
so Hawk Girl,
Mr.
the
Terrific.
Green Lanterns.
Yep.
He was fighting a kaiju. For goodness
Yep.
sake,
Yeah,
how can
Yep.
you have a grounded Batman? Like, there's no
you're
way.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah,
He Batman has to be fighting like Killer Croc, Mister
Yep.
Freeze, all those people.
they
There's
gotta
no
be real
way.
threats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no way you've got like Batman fighting kaiju in Metropolis, and all of a sudden like Batman's at I don't know, like a nightclub boxing the Penguin. You know what I mean? Like that can't
Yeah.
work because you've got Hawk Girl and Wonder Woman and Supergirl, the Supergirl movie, which
Yep.
means Superman and Supergirl are already on Earth, and this is established as well as Crypto. Like you can't,
Yep.
you know what I mean? At this point, they're already here. So
Let's lean into it.
yeah, you might as well just let him be. Like
Yeah.
he's got to be the 1,000 pound bench press, like killing machine that Bruce Wayne is. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, hear me out. If they're doing that, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill
Please.
Batman. I
Please. I'll
feel
take
like
it.
after seeing
I'll
his
take it.
Witcher, yes, bro.
I'll
Yes,
take
he
it.
could do it. He's a good actor. He's just
He's a great
been
actor.
given the really poop end of the stick for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I
He could
No.
take
do
it.
it.
I take it. But how about this guy? What's the dude who plays Reacher?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I've heard of him
Everyone said
too.
that.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
his name? Oh, Richard something Richardson or
I got you. You keep going. He's that guy. That's a
him,
big
bro.
boy.
He's huge.
Nah,
That's a
you're
big
right.
boy.
You know what it is? I feel like because I watched Titan, it's hard for me to see him as Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, you're
But
right. He was in Titans. I
and
forgot about that.
he wasn't a bad actor in Titan. He just played a really poop character. Like
Yeah,
it was
Um,
Hawkman was awful in
yeah,
A-
Titans.
Alan Richson.
yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen Reacher, but
He,
I heard like
yeah,
he's basically Batman without the suit in the
he's
yeah.
Reacher.
good. He's good in Reacher. Like Reacher. He's good. First season of Reacher. I didn't finish the second one, but first season of Reacher, he was great.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good,
Big
and he
boy.
was good in the movie. I forget the movie, but he was in the movie with um Henry Cavill, and it was a story about I guess during the Second World War.
Oh, I know
Um,
exactly. It was kind of like Inglorious Bastards,
yes,
but
yes,
it was like it was like another ragtag war story type
Uh,
yeah.
movie. I know
He
which one you're
was
talking
great.
Ghost,
about.
was it Ghost of War?
Nah,
No.
No,
it had a crazy name. It was like
I can't remember the name, but he was good in that.
Okay. And he was Raphael in the Ninja Turtle live action movies.
Oh, he was Raph.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh.
the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the name. Oh, okay.
It
That's
had a
last year.
really wild name. Yeah, it was a very unconventional name.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I do remember. Yeah, I do remember hearing about this because Henry
Yeah.
Cavill was in this too. Yeah. Yes.
He
Yeah.
wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
It like came
Dang.
out and then it like left the face of the earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I saw one trailer on Netflix or Prime, and then they just said we'll see you at the library. As far as
It's so crazy how the movie like I thought it was great. You know what I mean? Like it
Mhm.
was good. I don't think it got as much like traction or anything or showing, trailers, whatever else. But I thought it was good. I feel like Henry Cavill's just been getting the short end of the stick.
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy. Listen, I loved him in Man of Steel is I think it's one of the best superhero movies, period. I think that movie
Yeah.
for me
Wow.
is super underrated.
But you
And
love Superman though, so you're
this
biased.
is true. Yeah, I'm super biased. I am hella biased. Yeah. But that game, I don't know. I mean, Michael Shannon is Zod, and I think I just like what could have been. I mean, when I read what was going to be the Justice League 2 and 3, um, potentially the Snyder version, and it was going to be almost like uh, Lord of the Rings slash uh, Empire Strikes Back. Um,
Huh.
as far as number 2 and number 3, it was going
Wow.
to get pretty wild until and then plus I wanted to see more of the Nightmare world. as well as far as in the future. And then we got washed as far as that. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's just what ifs, if anything. So we'll see. But yeah, Henry Cavill, man, he's darn good. I'm down for him.
Yeah,
I feel like he was a great Superman. I
Yeah,
don't think he was a good Clark Kent.
I agree with that.
And
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
with you.
feel like
yeah,
that this new guy, I forget his name again, forgive me,
Yeah.
but I feel like he embodies that Clark and then
Hmm.
Superman. However, I will say I don't know how he is a Superman,
Yeah.
but his Clark Kent looks good. You know what I mean?
I
Clark Kent
love
does
that
look
his
good.
hair is frizzy. I thought that was such
Yeah.
a really good note. Like I'd never see even in like the comics and like in the cartoons, I always remember the big difference being that like Clark's hair is not as slicked back as Superman's
Yeah.
hair,
Yeah,
but the
Yeah.
fact that here it's like they took his hair and just like went like that with it
yeah.
to show
Remember,
that
have you seen My Adventures with Superman?
I've only seen like the first 3 episodes.
God, you know how he acts? Like he's like how his hair's kind of messed up too, and he's
Yeah,
got the glasses, and he's big, but he's like still a little like slouched
yeah.
over a little bit. He's
Hmm.
kind of like whatever.
Like
But
bad
then
posture, like he's
yeah,
not
like bad
self-confident.
posture.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh okay, like no problem. But then we turn Superman. He's like upright. You know what I mean? Hair slicked back. He's got the presence, and I feel like that change is so cool because sure, Henry Cavill played, like when he was Clark, he was trying to hide his identity, but like dude was still so massive. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
bro.
He
Like
was.
like you can't put two and two together. Like dude looks like he's so big. They
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm not bullying him in the workforce. Like he's
yeah.
like the other dude with the frizzy hair, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you seem like you're a people pleaser, but him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro. No way. Even if you were in that and you came through and he was just like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I said, "Clark, dude stands up, his whole body, chest like this." I'm just like, "Oh, okay. I'll get your coffee, sir." Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I
He
mean?
all
No.
you know,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan used to say like, eat your vitamins and say your prayers and eat your vegetables. That dude ate all of them and said all of the prayers to look like that. Dude,
He
Henry
was
Cavill.
he's built like a well-balanced breakfast.
Yeah. He
Dude,
that's a
absolutely
stacked boy.
ridiculous. Yeah, I was
He
gonna
is,
say.
bro. The
And then
fact
like,
that he said like I don't want any, like I'm not gonna do it like artificially, like I'm just gonna
yeah,
build myself up to
Yeah.
this. It's like that because when I saw him, I think it was more so in Justice League, seeing
yeah,
that scene where he just bodied everybody else, I'm like,
yeah,
nah, bro, that's real. That's
Yeah.
yeah,
like 200% bona fide man. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like
Like
that.
that
That's
was the
a
only
full
way
grown
to
man.
describe that, bro. Like especially the hair on his chest, like it just added
Yeah,
to
like you
That's
look
a
at
like right there. That's a man. Like,
that's a man. Paul's
yo,
wife's like, that's what I want from you. That's
yeah,
the
right,
vibe you need to give
yeah,
right.
me.
yeah, yo.
I'm doing the Saitama workout. Isn't that
That's what I'm
enough? Like,
saying. I'm in there like I'm in there. I remember, bro, when it first came out, The Man of Steel. Before it came out, Muscle and Fitness had a magazine with his workout in it. And me and my cousins saved up money so we could like buy the magazine, and we would like watch and do his workout. Like I remember I had that magazine saved, and I thought I still had it. I don't even know where it is, but we like did the workout and we're like trying like, yo, we're gonna look like Henry Cavill, like this dude's big. And I remember just thinking about it because it was the rave with everybody. Even when he
yeah,
comes out the
Yeah.
fire, when he was
yeah,
saving everybody on the ship when it was on fire in the beginning of the movie. Bro,
Yeah.
dude is
Yeah.
huge.
Slid
yeah,
out there like it was nut. The fact that he slid out there barefoot, I was like,
yeah.
okay,
I remember
we're
that. I
we're
do.
going for the God aspect this
Yeah,
time. I see.
crazy.
I look at him, and then I'm sorry, I look at The Rock, who's 55 and taking all of the roids. You
Yeah,
Oh,
know, uh, you know, like
it's
especially Black Adam. As far as
oh
getting,
yeah.
you
yeah,
can't tell me. I'm sorry, you
yeah.
can't tell me you're clean. Like
Nah,
you're
Man,
that
my
you're
theory
lighting that
for
on fire.
My theory for The Rock is that he was just trying to play Black Adam because
Yeah,
he wanted to find a way to in lore beat Superman.
yeah,
That's all. That was the only thing because you flip turned a whole character.
yeah,
You changed their whole aspect. You like The fact that I did not one time see this man just relentlessly body somebody just for having an opinion outside of his that what and in a moment where what that it wasn't comedic got me so angry because it's like I don't know a lot about Black Adam, but from the
Yeah,
little I
same.
saw, I appreciated Black Adam as a character, and I like that he was like DC's due. Where
Yeah,
he's an anti-hero, he's more on the villain side, but he's an anti-hero technically because he cares about his people.
yeah,
Yeah,
The Rock, they were like, let's make a Superman who's like less super.
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
That's all they did. They
yeah.
they made Superman like the fact that he made a friend with some random little kid. I'm like, Adam wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
Like,
I
like,
know.
yo, you think Adam cared about that when this man showed up and beat the dog mess out of Shazam, who was a kid?
As a
You,
child,
you
yeah,
think he
yeah,
cared? That
yeah,
doesn't make sense. He would have been like, "Oh, dang, like I understand you got the powers, but like you're a kid. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to kill a kid." Dude would have impaled him in a heartbeat.
yup.
yeah.
He did not care. And then you got him sitting over here helping people. I'm like, come on, man.
If Black Adam was actually canon, that movie would be 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
it would have stopped the moment they awoke him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everybody in there died. He would have been
we
like,
got
who's in
smoke.
charge?
Yep.
Killed everybody who was in charge. And I think like the rest of the movie would be us watching him build this statue.
Yep. That's it.
Like,
I think it only just shows the power of, I mean, quote, the power of the Rock as far as, I'm gonna attempt to coup an entire franchise,
oh yeah.
and make, because if for me it's like, okay, I think he wanted to make himself central over Henry Cavill, being a central character of
Yeah.
Justice League. So, um, or at least top tier, next to Ben Affleck, Batman, and Superman and Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Yep.
That's just my conspiracy theory. And then it didn't work out anyway because the movie just freaking napalmed.
Yeah, it was
As far as
so. And honestly, I feel like at this point, The Rock is doing it to
yeah,
himself. Like Red
yeah,
One, god
Red One. Oh,
awful,
dude, I just
and
watched it. Dude, it was
to
awful.
for him to even have the gall to be like, oh man, I watched Oppenheimer in the seat that Nolan sat in. Yeah, Red One
Yeah.
with this technology, this is about to be it. A Christmas movie, The Rock. A
Nah, no,
Christmas movie is about to be it. A Christmas movie about CIA Santa and his band of thieves. Come on.
no, it's a
Come
hard
on,
pass.
bro.
And I love you, Chris Evans, but man, you didn't need the money. You do not need the money. Well,
Yeah.
we got a few minutes left, and what we typically like to do is a versus battle. Um, so we call, we'll coin a death battle. So let's do thick Batman versus, we said Black Adam, The
I was gonna
Rock's
say
Batman.
actually, I had an idea.
Hit me.
So there's two. I know we don't have a lot of time, but one question: do you think you would survive in a Manhwa Korean high school?
Ooh, Dante's thinking. Oh, he's deep thinking.
You think
Yes.
would you think you'd survive in viral hit the high school?
I think I would survive, but I would have to go into some every moment I'm not in school, it will be some deep training. And I will say this, I may survive the school, like survive the school. Will I have a future after surviving said school? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think I'm gonna have any time to actually focus on the academics. I don't know how anybody does it, bro. People spit on books.
Yeah,
People
Oh,
spit on People spit in other people's food and will
yeah,
just take your food and you can't get extras. And then all
yeah,
they gotta do is apologize to the cops. And
yeah.
according to people in the chat, they were saying, "Oh, this is actually not as bad as it actually is." So I'm just like, yeah, no, no, no. No. This is. I would probably focus 100% on martial arts, make it so that I am the quiet. I would rule one class, but I'm the quiet ruler of that class. I'll just be like, no funny business, no bullying, no nothing, and I'll make sure nobody here has problems.
Yeah,
Just I just let them know I just gotta find the strongest person
yeah. That's
and be
it.
like, I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah,
And
oh
just beat them
man.
up in front of everybody. And I just
yeah,
gotta train for that one moment. If I do that, it's over.
yeah. That's
Unless
it.
another gang invades, then you know what? Season 2.
Ah, all right, all right. So the next thing, Alolan Raichu or regular Raichu?
Oh, you know what's crazy? Pokemon TCG started making me respect Raichu again.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really like Raichu. I like Pikachu a lot more competitively and just like
Ooh,
overall.
me too.
Um, Alolan Raichu. He just
Yeah.
surfing on
Okay.
his tail. He's surfing on
See,
Mm,
his tail. That's
see,
so
for me,
cool.
I love Raichu.
I
I
do
love
too.
Pikachu. I love
Yeah.
Pikachu. I understand people hate on Pikachu because they're like, oh, how come he doesn't evolve Raichu stronger, all this other hubbubaloo. But I love Pikachu. However, Alolan Raichu is like, you know what I mean? Like he's the one that I'm like, man, I love him. I can't not love Alolan. He's so cute and his little ears. He's like
Yeah.
surfing. Yeah, so that's like probably one of my top five favorites. But that's all I had. That's the only question. We have to come back again because I need to
Yeah.
check
Oh
manhwas.
yeah.
No,
Oh yeah,
no,
for
no.
real.
This is not the last time Dante's coming on. He's now officially part of the Hero Association, if anything. So as we like to say for our guests on the show, and plus next time we gotta have Austin on here.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
third
most
man.
definitely.
But yeah,
And we still have a little time, Galen. You
yo,
said thick Batman versus regular Batman.
thick bat
Okay.
versus. You know what? No, I said thick. Let's do it. Thick bat versus regular bat. Prep time on regular bat's side, and thick bat just coming in. Axe,
Ooh.
knives. You know, I'm gonna and by the way, Dante, he's got this absolute Batman's got a pretty much a tank of a
Yeah.
Batmobile.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a big yeah.
like a garbage truck with a bat
Yeah,
symbol.
yeah.
So he's coming to recycle your sanitation
They
on
went
top
the
of that.
Christopher Nolan route, but they said, let's make it bigger.
Yo, let's go extra. So I'm gonna go ahead and say prep time, Batman. I think
Oh,
So
Batman prep time.
prep time Batman versus just
Absolute.
thick Batman coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thinking.
see, I want to give it to Prep Time Batman because the Prep Time Batman is going to be like, oh, I'm fighting Bane, but it's not
Yeah.
like you're fighting Bane.
They're
Yeah.
fighting you. Just more
Yeah.
ruthless.
That is true.
You know why? Okay, I gotta give it, even though I'm going off of no knowledge of the comic. From what you guys told me, I gotta give it to Absolute Batman, mainly because I feel like Batman is an improv king. And
Yep.
unlike Prep Time Batman, Batman, whenever it comes to regular people, he's always like, okay, if it comes to hands, I got it. Like I'm Batman.
Yeah.
But you ain't got it with Absolute Batman.
Facts.
So
Oh, yeah,
if it's
you're
coming down to like, you know, if it's coming down to them just like duking it out, absolute Batman eats, bro.
oh
Probably would
man.
actually eat him.
Oh man, I was
I
gonna
think
say
so.
breakfast. Well, no,
Yeah.
that's it. That'd be that. Sorry, sorry, regular Batman.
Yeah, I think
Your
so. If it
dinner.
came straight hands to hands, he drove in with that dumpster tank, bashed through like Wayne Tech Enterprises, pulls
Yeah,
up and just starts cutting people.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, that is a wrap for our episode today. We want to thank Dante, Black Musa Dante. Please check out his content. We're going to send a link, post a link in bio and etc. I can't even speak right now. What's up with that, man?
You
anything
need
you
some
wanna,
water.
I need some aqua. Anything you want to promote or say, my friend, before we sign off?
You know what? I'm gonna promote a game that I think
Oh,
people should play.
hit it.
There is a game called Berserk Boy. It's like it's basically like a spiritual successor to like the Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero series, but
Yep.
it's like a completely new story. And the person who's making Berserk Boy is currently working on a spiritual successor to Battle Network called Berserk Boy Bits. That's supposed to work more like how Battle Network works, where it works if you play it next to whatever you're doing on your computer.
Mm.
And it's like it's actually like it's not actually fighting viruses, but it's supposed to give the impression of what a NetNavi would actually be doing on your computer while you're just
Okay.
chilling. So yeah,
Dope.
Berserk Boy you can get now on Steam. And what's it called? Berserk Boy Bits is coming out.
All right.
So we go. So you guys got to get it. We're gonna run. Peace out, Boy Scout.
I just looked it up. I'm gonna buy it.
Love, like, and subscribe. Catch you guys down the road.
Peace.
Peace.